This is how to create a green sheet. First, you will log into your mykw.kw.com account. Once you're on your home screen, go to Technology and then choose Greensheet. Once the Greensheet window comes up, you will click on Create a Green Sheet in the middle of the green bar. These first two questions, regardless of what the actual answer is, you will always answer no. Are you the listing agent? No, I am not. Is this a KW listing? No, it is not. At this point, you will be required to enter in all of the information for your escrow or your lease. For this example, we're going to be doing an escrow where you are representing the buyer. So for the most part, you will be entering in all the information that is marked in red. There are two exceptions to that, which we will get to. So first up, residential. The contract date is the date of acceptance of the offer. So the last dated signature in however many counters you have. So we'll say February 11th. And then the close date is your estimated closing date. So if it were a 30-day escrow, we would say March 13th. Then you will choose that it is a buyer sale, that it is property, unless it's a lease. And then the property type is typically a resale. As you can see here, the only exceptions where you would choose something else if it were new land or lot, if it was a farm, or if it was a lease. So for the most part, you're going to be choosing resale. Now we come to the first element that is not marked in red that we want you to capture, which is the MLS number. So I'm going to put in my pretend MLS number. And if this property was sold off market, you can put in NA. Then we're going to go back to filling in the red items. So first up is the property street number, then the street name. If you have a unit number or a second line of information for the address, you can put it in here. And then you'll put in the city. You'll choose the state. You'll put in the zip code and the county. And once you've done that, you will click on Next section. You will enter in the agreed upon sales price, and then you will choose whether your commission is a percentage or a flat fee. For the most part, our commissions are percentage. So you'll choose that, and then you'll enter in the percentage. Once you've done that, you'll click on Next section. You'll enter in the buyer's name, as remember, you only need to put in the marked red item. So now you come to the bulk of the green sheet, which is how the funds are distributed. So as you can see, Carmen has generously lent me her account, so we're going to be filling this in as her. First up, you'll pick the agent role, which can be whatever your particular role is in the deal. I am fine with you entering buyer specialist or individual agent, whatever comes closest to how you're actually represented in the deal. Next up, you're representing the buyer, so you'll say buyer sale. An agency, you say buyer. If you were the only person who's receiving your side of the commission, the sales unit would be 1. If there are other agents in the office who have a claim on some of the commission, you will enter in whatever fraction of 1, which is the total sales unit there, and it will split across agent A, B, and or C as far as across as it goes. If this doesn't make sense to you and you're trying to split your commission, you can contact Carmen or myself. This is Carrie, and we will walk you through that part of the green sheet. Next up, so once you've filled in the buyer information, the fact that you're representing the buyer and the sales unit, you'll see that this data has started to populate. There's your gross commission. Your agent split is 70. So then that takes out 70% of it, which goes here to your agent split. And then, depending on whether you are capped on royalty or not, you will say yes or no. If you do not know whether you are capped on royalty, answer no. And Carmen, when she reviews this green sheet, will change it if it needs to be changed. Next up, here in this pink section, is where you are allowed to donate to all of the different KW charities. You are not required to donate anything, although obviously the charities welcome a donation. But you cannot leave these fields blank. So if you don't want to donate, put in zeros. If you do want to donate, put in an amount. This next section is where you would put in if you are paying for anything in the escrow. So if you're giving a credit to your client, a credit to the other side's client, a credit if you owe the office money, you can also enter it here. And then assuming that you have no credits to give, next up, you're going to calculate the city business tax that you owe. So you go up here to your agent 1099 line, which is right above the charity donations, and you take whatever number is listed there. In this case, it's 8,000, and you're going to multiply it by 0.0059. And you'll enter the information here. Now this is money, and so it should be rounded to the nearest penny. Last thing to enter in here is your risk management fee, which is $99. And once you've done that, you'll say next section. Here, you're required to enter in the agent for the other side of the deal. So if you're representing the buyer, here's where you would put in the listing agent. So the company, you put in their brokerage. So say they were Rodeo Realty. We'll say the name is Larry Listing. And then you enter in his phone number, which once you've entered in that information, go to the next section. And here you're required to enter in the escrow company, which if you're using Hollywood Hills Escrow, you can just write in Hollywood Hills Escrow because Carmen knows the contact information. But if you're using any other escrow company, you need to enter in all the contact information so Carmen can communicate with them and make sure that you are paid in a timely manner. So we'll write in and then obviously this is all made up people. And now we come to the second part, the second item that they want you to capture that is not marked in red, which is the mortgage company. So you'll go in here and see if the mortgage company information is listed. So if they are, you can choose them, and if not, you can enter it in directly. So for this particular case, we'll just choose that, and it picks the information. You verify that this is correct and enter in as much of the rest of the information, like the loan officer, the loan type, anything else that you know about the loan. When you've done that, say next section. And here is where you'll enter in any notes that you have. You could put in if you require a bold or any other credits. Lastly, you'll say submit to MCA and submit Greensheet. If you see partially accepted compliance, then you know that you have done this correctly. Congratulations.